Hello and welcome to another An Old Man Tries, where I check out a computer game from my collection that I've randomly selected and basically don't know much about. This is Outcast Second Contact, which I believe is a remastering, recreation of a late 90s sort of first-person shooter open world game, science fiction-y in theme. That's the Second Contact being sort of, the original game was Outcast. This is Outcast Second Contact because it's a reimagining or remaking of it. So I've, all I've done to date is start the game, make sure it runs, make sure that I can record it, and we're going to kick it off and see what we find.
Came the discovery of the superstrings theory, which stated that an elementary particle that is 10 to the negative 35 meters in diameter was the basic element of all matter. This prompted the idea that an infinite number of worlds exist parallel to our own, all separated by extra dimensions at the subatomic scale. On today, will be a year long remembered in the scientific world as Professor William Kaufman's published work on ubiquitous strings is released. Simply put, Kaufman predicts that travel to a parallel world may be possible using a method he's called string tunneling. But many in the scientific field, while agreeing with his findings, say that the power output that is needed is far beyond the capabilities of science.
Anthony Zhu's trial ended today with a narrow not guilty verdict. The families of the 11 MIT lab workers who were killed in the July 1999 explosion contend that Zhu was at fault, and that his attempt to create the first matter-antimatter reaction was the cause.
You're in my light, pal.
Commander Slade?
Not bad. I guess my weight, too.
I'm Major Vernon, sir. We've got a diamond priority situation at one of our outposts, and I'm to bring you to the site.
I got time to finish my drink? Guess not.
Sorry, sir, but we're almost to the site, and I'm supposed to debrief you before we land.
Get on with it, then.
In your mission briefing, you'll see that yesterday at 16:30 GST, a top-secret military experiment was launched.
You got any coffee?
No, sir. Now, if you'll just follow along.
Damn. Okay, I'm all ears, Major. Go on.
Well, as you may know, scientists have talked about traveling to parallel worlds for the last couple of years, and yesterday, we did it.
Did what?
We sent a probe through the boundary separating us from the other dimensions.
Really? Where'd you wind up? Belgium?
For 71 minutes, we were receiving data back from the probe before an entity from that world damaged it, sending an energy backlash through to our world that's caused an atomic chain reaction we were unable to contain.
Looks like your precious lab blew up.
Not exactly. Pilot, give me a 30-degree roll to port. It caved in.
Let me get this straight. The probe you shot in the Twilight Zone screwed up and is sucking us in?
Yes. And the vortex is growing exponentially, Commander. We estimate 25 days before the Earth is no more than a cosmic memory.
So why am I here?
You're here to escort a group of 3 scientists into the same parallel world to repair and retrieve that probe.
I'm trained in combat and survival. I don't run an escort service.
Urgent. Soft gear maintenance op needed at Hall G13. Red Sector com briefing is a go at 1300 hours.
Look, all I'm saying, Anthony, is we weren't ready. I was as eager as you to test our theories, but that didn't give us license to...
Us? I'm not taking the fall for your flawed theories, Kaufman. My energy source didn't lose that probe, and when we find it, I'll...
Attention. Report all
Gentlemen,
packages.
this is Commander Cutter Slade. He's here to make sure you have no problems on your little trip.
No more than you've got, anyway.
This is Professor William Kaufman, head of the Cristobal Project.
Lab techs,
It's a
vaccination
pleasure, Commander. I'm sorry
You
it
and me
has to-
both, Professor.
And Professor Anthony Xu, Professor Kaufman's...
guiding light. Without me, you'd still be at the blueprint stage.
Where I fear we should have stayed.
We can save the speculation until after we've plugged that hole, gentlemen. Professor Kaufman, you're due at the pad first.
Oh, I'll be along momentarily, Major.
Urgent. Task 5 commanders. P1
So, what's the plan, Professor?
Quite simple, really. When we get to the other world, we locate the damaged probe and repair the systems using these backup cards. Of course, the damage could be anything from the power output to the...
It's not the power output, it's the string tunneling device.
We'll find that out soon enough, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to the pad. Why did they choose you, Commander?
Guess I drew the short straw.
Nice to know we have something in common. See you on the other side, gentlemen.
One step away from proving my energy source can work, and now this. I can't believe my luck.
Don't worry, Professor. Stick close to me. We'll get through this.
Listen, G.I. Joe. I'm only gonna tell you this once. I don't take orders from anyone.
Is that so?
Oh, he's not going to be any
I have a
trouble at
strong
all.
feeling you're going to be trouble.
Mm-hmm. The feeling's mutual, Professor. Suit's a bit on the tight side.
Sorry. We've already sent a shipment of new technology weaponry to the other world. The instructions were in your brief.
Thanks. By the way, you said 3 scientists. So far, I've only seen double.
Wolf?
Oh, God.
What's she doing here?
You two know each other?
Not really. I know her lawyers pretty well, though.
Look, about that,
Is there a problem?
I don't really know. Is there, Wolf? I wouldn't want the senator upset again.
My mother has nothing to do with this. I'm here on my own credentials.
Ms. Wolf is our exobiologist, Commander. If your mission runs longer than expected, she'll be helping you figure out which bugs to eat and what plants to
Commander
avoid.
Slade, T-minus 10 minutes to launch.
She'll also be attempting communication with the sentient beings we saw on the probe.
Communication? Her? How ironic.
You don't understand, Commander. What happened wasn't...
This happy reunion will have to wait, you two. Commander, we need you on the pad now. Ms. Wolf? What was all that about?
Guess you guys didn't have time for background checks. Level with me, Vernon. Is this thing really gonna get us there alive?
Would you rather stay here?
You've got a point there. Just try not to break anything else before I get back, will you?
We'll try, Commander. Good luck.
So I was getting a message while that cutscene was playing.
Ulukai! Zona Nikar! San Quarta!
You guys want to keep it down? My head is splitting.
Ulukai, are you unhurt?
I think so, Doc, except my hearing's a bit out of whack.
I do not understand, Ulukai.
Ulukai? What's that, some egghead word for... Holy shit!
What is egghead?
Who are you? Where are the others?
I am Zokrim, leader of the Dolotai Guardians. What others do you talk of?
Others, like me.
We found you alone, Ulukai. No others were there.
Brilliant. Now what?
Now? Now we will help you retrieve your 5 Mons and defeat Feyran and his soldier leader Croax. Then all of Adelpha will be free.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there, Chief. I hate to burst your bubble, but I've already got a world to save.
Yes, Ulukai, and that is Adelpha.
Why do you keep calling me Ulukai? The name is Cutter Slade.
Hundreds of moons ago, the Prophet Khazar spoke of a higher being, the Ulukai, who would arrive at this time to save Adelpha from destruction at the hands of Feyran. To do this, you will need the 5 Mons, sacred objects that have been hidden around the regions of Adelpha, awaiting your arrival.
Sounds like you have some real problems. Zokrim, was it? But right now, I gotta find the 3 other people on my team and a busted probe. That's my first priority. If I have time afterwards, I'll see what I can do about helping you, okay?
If you search for friends and busted probe, have you a way of finding them?
Now that you mention it, no, I don't.
Then I propose a deal with you, Ulukai. I will tell the other Dolotai Guardians to go out into their regions and search for what you seek. When they discover anything, they will get word to me, then I to you.
How many men do you have?
Once, we numbered in the thousands. Now we are but 100, and getting smaller with each moon.
So if I help you get these Mons, you'll use your 100 eyes and ears to look around this world for me?
Yes.
Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice here. How will you know where I am?
We will know, Ulukai. Many Talon will not believe in you until they hear stories of your good deeds. All will watch your every move.
Fair enough. Now the probe is a big, shiny metal object, and I need to find it first.
Is this what you seek?
A backpack? Where'd you get that?
It was found where you arrived, Ulukai, as were many sacred objects of the Yods.
No, the probe is much bigger than that. You said the rest of the equipment is there?
No, Ulukai. When sacred objects were discovered, many Talon take them for themselves, to have a little part of the Yods, and to feel hope that some moon they would help. Most Talon will not want to give up their sacred objects.
This mission will be a snap, Commander. It's just a simple repair operation. What could go wrong? Well, let's count. I lost my crew, can't find the probe. My equipment is being used by the natives as rosary beads. And I have one backpack with my HK-P-12 and 30 rounds of ammo. I believe that places this mission somewhere just south of Fubar.
I did not understand all what you said, Ulukai. But if you are looking for more items, I would like to give you this.
What is it?
This Gamsav is believed to save a Talon's essence when it is held and squeezed in one's hand. When you do this, a strange glow builds inside the Gamsav, and after a few moments, it lets out a bright light. This is believed to imprint your essence on the Gamsav, but you cannot move while the light is growing.
Skip it, Chief. This is too much. Look, I think I need to clear my head. Got a place I can stretch my legs a bit?
Of course, Ulukai. Our camp is open to you. You should find my son Jan. He can help you. Once he has done so, return to me, and I will open the Dalka, so you may leave.
Okay, so as I was saying before, can I zoom? I can change. So I've got a weapon with 90 bullets. Okay, can I? As I was saying before, we had sort of the second cutscene. I was getting a message while the original opening movie was playing that the encoder was struggling, which is really weird because that was basically that whole sequence was basically like only minimally animated, and sort of, you know, I would say the graphics were of lower quality than the main game, and which is not giving me an error message. So hopefully it was. I'll check it back before I upload this, but hopefully it was watchable. I mean, there wasn't a lot of movement, so even if it was struggling with the encoding, it wouldn't look much different, I don't believe. But yeah, so obviously that was I mean, I think, like, from a pacing, it's 15 minutes before you kind of get to do anything is probably not the best game design. Long kind of video to start with, and then long thing of him talking at you to basically set up. You're on an alien planet, all of your equipment's been lost, here's some basic ammo and the basic gun, go out and find the rest of the gear. So I'm just going to check quickly. So in terms of controls, it's WASD, space to jump, shift to crouch, shift to sprint, crouch is on C, dropping items E and E for the drop item into your backpack, F on onboard computer, map is on tab. Okay, so if I tab, that's okay, that's not really what I expected. Oh no, there's the map at the bottom. It does a little glow and doesn't seem to be a way to actually graphics, keyboard, audio, aim. Yep, so right button to aim, left button will be to shoot, one assumes. Well, it all looks alright, visuals wise. Got something. So you just walk up to stuff to pick it up. Oh, there's lots of ammo around here. Great. Got nearly 200 rounds now. Okay, so you left click to talk to people.
Can I see you for a second?
Are you Jan?
Yes, Ulukai. I'm glad that you are feeling better.
Thanks. Your father said you could help me get the kinks out.
The what?
Forget it. I need to get some exercise. Can you help me out?
I can do that, Ulukai. There are 4 tests we do here to train other guardians. I can guide you through them if you would like.
I would.
This is a tutorial,
then you
obviously.
Can choose from our tests of jumping, swimming, targeting, or sneaking.
Notepad accessed.
Okay, well, let's start with the target test, because it's top left.
We have some pots set up to test the shooting skills of the new guardians. Even though my father unwisely follows the no-violence teachings of Khazar, we still need to learn how to aim our defensive weapons. I shall show this to you.
HKT-12 ammo located.
Excuse me, pal. What's the deal here?
Here you must break these pots. You may find items inside. Try and break them all.
Notepad accessed.
Okay, fair enough.
You shoot well! You shoot well!
Unstable organic energy detected.
So the target test is done.
Let's try this jumping test.
Follow me, Ulukai. I will take you to the place where we test the skills of jumping.
So I'm just going to do these tests, you know, in reading order, basically. So, top to bottom and left to right.
Metal detected.
Going to joint those, so he's obviously going to have a instructions for us. So
what now?
Across the water, you can see the steps that lead to the top of the rocks. Jump across there and claim your reward. Only those of strong essence can make this jump.
Notepad accessed. Stable organic energy
okay,
detected.
missed it.
Let's see if this headset transmitter works. Slade to group. Slade to group. Is anyone reading me? Damn it, people! Turn on your receivers!
Be careful coming down, Ulukai!
Swim test.
Tell me about your test of swimming.
We test the ability of all Guardians to swim down into the waters around Adelpha. This is useful for us when we hide our items or want to avoid the soldiers of Croax. Follow me, and I will explain our test.
So, yeah, so this is the game tutorial, obviously, which is fine.
Can I ask you something?
You want me to swim in there? I'll freeze my headset off.
This water is very cold, but it holds items that you may find useful. Swim to the bottom to find the best ones, but be sure to protect your essence.
Notepad accessed.
Okay, so is there a... I don't think there's actually like a... There's not actually a swimming...
Stable organic energy.
Oh, so you jump?
detected.
Cold, is it not?
So I think that was everything, was it? Oh no, there's still something down there.
That was cold.
And the sneak test.
What is
Finish
this
up.
sneaking test?
This is our most difficult test. Since my father orders that we follow the no-violence teachings of Khazar, we find that we are forced to try and sneak into places without the soldiers seeing us.
Nothing wrong with a little sneak and peek. Saves on ammo.
If you say, Ulukai, me, I want to fight, but my father forbids it. And so now we train how to retrieve objects without being spotted. Follow me and I will tell you the rules.
Excuse me, pal.
How does this work?
Ulukai, you will now begin the most difficult of our tests. What we will do is have you stand in the area of the square. Once I say 1, 2, 3, you must begin to try and get the fruit I lay on the ground.
Sounds easy enough.
It will not be, Ulukai. If you leave the square before I count 3, I will start over. If I see you, I will tell you, and you will have to come to me to restart the test.
Let's go then.
Enter your square and we will begin. Wait for my count, please.
Notepad accessed.
One, 2, 3. I have seen you, Ulukai. Come, speak with me.
Okay, so I'm going to need to change that to left control because that's what I'm instinctively hitting.
Want to try that again?
I guess you are still weak from your travels. Let us try it again. As soon as I say 3, you will need to get the fruit.
Okay, so
1, 2, 3. You did it! I could not see you!
Say, can you tell me a bit more about your father?
He is a great leader, and if things were different in Adelpha, he would be the leader of all the Ulukai Guardians. As it is this moon, we must hide or face the reverting flames of Feyran.
He gets people to join him by burning them?
Yes, Ulukai.
Strange recruitment plan. How's your father fighting back?
We never fight, although most of us would like to. I am beginning to think that my father's essence is going weak. I want to no longer listen to his teachings of Khazar and of peace. I want more than anything to revert Feyran myself for what he has done.
Whoa, simmer down there, Jan. I'm sure your father knows what he's doing.
We shall see soon enough.
So, did I pass?
Yes, Ulukai. I have no doubts that you could pass our tests. It was my honor to help you get out of your kink. I hope now that we will be able to learn more useful battle strategies from you.
Your father wouldn't be too happy about that.
My father does not want to see what is happening around him. He talks of the old moons of the Guardians and the honor their name once held. Never does he see that few are being left alive which believe the way he does.
Don't worry, Jan. I've never failed in a mission yet.
May the odds be silent during your travels, Ulukai. My father will be glad to hear that you are ready to begin.
Thanks.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. You will need this.
Hey, that's an EVD. Where did you find this?
This and many sacred objects are all around Adelpha now, Ulukai. When they were found, many believe them objects of the Yods.
okay. So that is a thing that we just did. But now I think we want to probably go back. So can't talk to Belzu.
HKP-12 ammo located.
Can apparently talk to this guy, but I'll get the ammo first.
Come here a second, would you?
Hey there, how's it going?
Great, Ulukai. You are better, I see.
I could be worse, although I don't really see how.
I can try and give you some info about the Shamaz or the region of Shamazar if you would like.
What can you tell me about the Shamaz?
They used to have greater numbers of their kind, like us Guardians. But since Feyran and Cloax began to rule Adelpha, They have disappeared in great numbers.
Feyron's been killing them?
That is what most fear, Ulukai. Feyran has made it illegal for any shamans to teach about the other Yods or of the Prophet Khazar. Those that do, disappear. We have made efforts as well to keep alive the teachings of Khazar and the Yods, but we too lose more guardians every moon. I fear that one moon soon there will be no more of us left.
So why does Feyron allow some of the shamans to live?
He will always need shamans. They can use their essence to heal. Croax forces them to heal his soldiers, and Feyran makes them heal the workers, so they can work harder for him. There was a time that none of the shamans would help Feyran. But when he continued to revert them until there were only a few left, they decided that they needed to stay alive to attempt to continue their teachings, and agreed to Feyran's terms.
They're on his side now?
No, Ulukai. Never question the loyalty of a shamaz. They will all be delighted to see you, and will help you the best they can. Khazar suggested this, and the shamaz have listened. The only reason you should ever fear a shamaz is...
Is when?
Forgive me, Ulukai, but they were told by Khazar that if your essence was discovered to be evil, they were not to help you. But I am certain that will not be the case.
Lexicon accessed.
What can you tell me of Shamazar?
Large temples are placed all around that region. They are all used to go to pay tribute to the Yods of the Essences. These moons, very few are allowed to travel to them, and the offering plates beneath the idols atop the temple stand bare.
Why can't you travel to them?
Feyran has all but destroyed all forms of worship to the other Yods. Now his Yod, the Yod Fey, is the only Yod all can worship frequently. For the other three, all must do it in secret. Only the shamans are allowed to travel much to these other temples, but even their time there is limited.
What else can you tell me of Shamazar?
Recent rains there have made the ground very dangerous in some parts. Be careful around the dark land areas. Also, the waters of Shamazar hold danger. I even hear stories of a large, dangerous beast in the waters behind a temple, but I do not know which one.
Lexicon accessed.
So, okay, so that's different views of the map. Board computers on F. Right, so I can see my health is 92. I've got 70 Zorkins. I've got Evo, whatever that is. It's an F3. Strange fruit. The Gamsav, which is the save the game, obviously. 8 green crystals, 2 red crystals, a shell, some metal, and a world map. Notepad. Done that. Finished the 4 tests. Okay, so I need to go back to Zorkrim is the main thing. Okay. There's more ammo I thought I saw. Yeah, I did. I don't know if I can actually carry any more. Apparently.
Hello.
You have my greetings, Ulukai. I have just returned from Okasankar, and I am glad to see you are well.
Where?
The region of Okasankar. I was there because I was the last guardian to leave Okar, the region where we found you. It was my duty to make sure no trail was left by us that would lead the soldiers to us.
Okay, so you can ask questions about these places. I'm not going to because, you know, we've had lots of exposition already. Dude, maybe don't clip into things. That seems uncomfortable. Well, at least I can't see you on this side of the door, I guess.
Can I ask you something? Hi there.
Ah, you walk among us at last. The Yods be praised.
Thanks.
Would you like to know about the regions of Talanzar or Modazar?
Not right now. So these guys can all give you kind of stuff about various areas. But I feel like we should actually get into some more kind of gameplay stuff. God, there's lots of stuff. About the Guardians, about Mon, about Yod, Gamsav. Ready to go, I guess.
So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you finished Young's tests, Ulukai?
Sure did. He says I passed with flying colors. Now I should get going.
As you wish, Ulukai. But before you leave, I will remind you of our deal. You find the 5 Mons, and we will attempt to find that what you seek.
That'll have to do for now. But just know, the second I find that probe, I'm completing the mission first. Understood?
It shall be as you say, Ulukai. Now the path to your first Mon lies in Shamazar, the region beyond the Daoka in our camp. Once you arrive there, you will need to find Shamaz Zeb. He may be in the village to the far west of the Daoka where you appear.
Sounds like a plan.
In other regions as well, you will need to find the Shamaz. They are the only ones who can help you find the Mons.
So the only people I should find are them?
Others will try to help, Ulukai. A good talent to find is also a recreator. I think they have discovered secrets about your sacred objects.
The recreators?
Yes. They and all others will help you. I only hope you will find the help of the leaders as well.
The leaders of what?
Many of the regions produce resources for the soldiers of Feyran and Croax. I have been in contact with many of them, but all are unwilling to stop their work for Feyran.
They like working for him?
No, Ulukai. They simply fear his anger, or they are too dumb to understand why we want to do this.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that if I have the time.
I know you can win them over. You have the mark of the Ulukai on you, and all will know your words carry great weight.
So that's what it is. I thought maybe one of your guys mistook me for a New York subway car.
Be warned, Ulukai. Many soldiers have been seen now that you are known to be alive. You will want to stay away from the Temple Fey in the center of Shamazar. There are many soldiers there. Stay to the south end of Shamazar.
Thanks for the advice.
So go south and west.
All Guardians will be watching you. You will find our help when you are fulfilling the prophecy of the Ulukai, and you will know our anger if you do not. All Talon will know your actions and treat you in the manner you treat them.
You just remember that I need to find the others and that probe, and we'll get along famously.
Then I will activate the Daoka for you. May the Yods be silent, Ulukai.
Notepad accessed.
So, that's basically the game telling you you've got the freedom to act evilly or goodly, or, you know, in a good manner, and whichever one you do, the game will remember and people will respond to you accordingly, which is cool. Not sure what he's supposed to be working on there. Okay, so it seems like the portal is now active. And we can go through it. It's the first sort of actual area of the game. So we want to go south and want to go west, but probably stick to the south as well.
Foreign vegetation detected. Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
So obviously you can gather resources. I'm not going to shoot things unless I have to start with. I like that the scan effect is quite clever. I'm assuming that is groups of potential enemies, so I'm just kind of going to ignore them and head west, which is the instruction I received. Can I talk to people? I can. That might be village. Let's... That does look like the village, doesn't it? Well, a village, anyway.
Metal detected. Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
So that's enemy troops over there.
Metal detected.
Can I see you for a second?
Hello.
Greetings, Ulukai. I am glad to see you.
Well, thanks.
I am Zelinus. What can I help you with?
What are those creatures in the pens?
Those are my friends. They are called Twanha.
Lexicon accessed.
What can you tell me about these Tonkas?
Twanha, Ulukai.
Gesundheit.
No, Twanha. They are the friendliest creatures in all of Adelpha.
Oh, really?
Yes, I much prefer their company to that of other Talon. I understand the Twanha much better.
So, what are they good for?
You could ride them,
Well,
I think.
until Pharaon came, the Twanha ran wild without a care. Now Pharaon makes them work as hard as other Talon. I find that most distressing.
If that's so, why are you working with them?
To make sure they are cared for in these moons of their suffering. They need much care and love. Carrying risks to the workers takes a lot out of them.
You really have a thing for these Twanha, don't you?
Okay, so he can teach...
How do I ride one of these Twanha?
I do not like the idea of any Talon riding them. It is so mean.
Let's pretend they like it. How do I do it?
It is simple, really, for they are such beautifully simple creatures. You need only to approach them from the left side with their gi in your hand, then they will let you mount them.
I don't like the way you say mount.
What?
Skip it. And when I'm not riding it?
They will attempt to find a spot of land to eat something, or go close to water to get a drink. but any loud noises when they are not being ridden, and they will flee.
All right.
If you have not seen it for a long time, Ulukai, check back here. They will always return home after a long time. Are they not the best creatures you have ever seen in your life?
Oh, they're amazing.
Oh, yeah. The greatest.
About ghee. Yeah.
Tell me more about this ghee.
The ghee is a piece of cloth that is soaked in the mother's sweat.
Sweat? Okay, that's rather disgusting.
Oh no! It is very simple. When a Twanha smells this, they become very obedient.
Okay. Well, I don't want to buy one just yet. It's a recreator. We were told to talk to a recreator, weren't we? So.
Unstable organic energy detected.
Somewhere. Ah, there. I don't know what crystals are for, but let's go talk to the recreator.
Come here a second, would you? How's it going?
At long last, the Ulukai has arrived. My father would be proud to know that I am meeting you.
He would?
Yes, Ulukai. He was a recreator like I am. My name is Clanf. I am eager to be helping you.
Can you explain what a recreator is exactly?
We are but a few Eloi Talan who can recreate simple objects after we have examined them with our essence. We have been working for Feyran for thousands of moons, though, creating weapons for his soldiers.
Against your wishes, I hope.
That is true, Ulukai. And to show this, I would like to offer to help you on behalf of all recreators. You need only show us any of your sacred objects which fuel your weapons, and we will attempt to make them for you.
How do you know about those?
All Talan have them, Ulukai. We have studied them and found that we would be able to recreate some of these objects with material from Adelpha. If you want any more history about us recreators, see Hoon in Okriana.
Can you make me any weapons?
Sorry, Ulukai. The weapons we know how to make are made to be fueled by a Fey Talan's essence, like the soldiers. From what I hear, you do not have this essence, and these weapons cannot be used by you. I wish I could do this for you, you must know.
Lexicon accessed.
What other help can you give me?
You know that many regions here supply different items for Feyran.
I'm finding that out, yes.
Well, besides helping you with making weapon fuel, we recreators have an idea.
What's that?
You can affect the soldiers that block your paths to the Mons by finding a way to get each leader of the regions to agree to stop producing their supplies to the soldiers.
Yeah? Thanks.
Mar in the village here, for example. All Talan are afraid of him because one bad word from him and any Talan will disappear forever. But Mar is stupid and does not understand the harm he causes.
What can I do?
If he were to agree with stopping risk production, all Talan would do so gladly. But you will have to convince all here and Mar that you are indeed the Ulukai that we all hoped would come.
What do you need to make weapon fuel for me?
You need only bring a sample of the weapon fuel you need made, and I and the other recreators will know what you need made. At that time, we can tell you what material from Adelpha we will need to create your fuel.
Can you make these?
Yes, Ulukai. You will need to bring me these objects.
One green helidium and one metal. Okay, well I don't need those at the moment. So if I go into... I'm thinking that's green crystals and metal. So I've got plenty of that I could do there. Cool. So now it's just a case of finding...
Metal detected.
Boss guy. Medical supplies. Who are you? Just a generic person. Okay. So there's Ma.
Pardon me, buddy.
Hello there.
Greetings, Ululu. How are you this moon?
That's Ulukai, isn't it?
That is what I said, no?
Okay.
Mar knows what he says. Mar is leader of all Shamatzar.
What can you tell me about the risks around here?
All the risk goes to the soldiers. We keep a little for ourselves. But friend Croak says too much risk makes workers slow.
Guess that doesn't apply to soldiers, huh?
What?
Forget it.
If soldiers not get risk every moon from us, friend Croaks would be very mad, and soldiers would become weaker. I cannot let that happen. We need soldiers to protect us.
From what?
From something I do not know.
Lexicon accessed.
Is there anything useful you can tell me about the soldiers?
They guard us from something.
What?
I do not know. But whatever it is, they need a lot of risk to do it. Times that they do not get risk, they become very weak.
Have you any idea what kind of food resources Feyran has overall?
Soldiers are strong. I do not like them strong.
What about the soldiers' weapons?
Weapons of soldiers, really strong.
What about the soldiers' morale?
What is morale?
Well, we can ask him.
Mar, is there any way I could convince you to stop your risk production?
What you asked for would make friend Croax very upset. I do not think that is a smart thing for Mar to do.
Why don't you ask the other Talon?
I think for everyone to agree, Mar would have to know that all Talon liked very much you, Ululu. And I also think that there must not be many soldiers left in Shamatzar to be upset with Mar.
So, kill soldiers.
You think it's okay now to ask them?
I do, but many speak of their wish to see the Essence Stone back in its place again.
Notepad accessed.
So,
who do I ask about this Essence Stone?
Speak with Theo about that.
Notepad accessed.
So I need to find Theo.
Stable organic energy detected.
So it looks like people who have got something to do are probably purple in colour. Don't mind me, I'm just going to go and grab your key and then I'm going to talk to you.
Hi there.
Oh, the Yods have returned you from your sleep. I am pleased.
Thanks. Now, about that Mon.
I have waited for this moon since I was a small Talon to finally meet the Ulukai.
Great. The Mon?
Oh, yes, yes. The Mon. I am afraid I have a confession to make.
This is going to be bad, isn't it?
Yes, Ulukai. I do not know where the Mon is. Please forgive me. But the Shamas before me would reverted before telling the secret of the Mon.
That's okay. It's what I expected with the kind of day I'm having.
Wait. A Dalan named Narn has searched for the Mon for the past few moons. His friend was killed by Croax. Since he believes the stories about the Mon being a powerful weapon of the Yods, he is trying to claim it for himself.
Has he made any progress?
Again, I fail you in not knowing Ulukai. I have not seen him since last moon, but I need to find him and calm the fire that burns in his essence before he reverts Croax.
Sounds like Croax is in need of a little reverting.
No, Ulukai. The essence suffers when Talon reverts Talon.
Notepad accessed.
Heal me about essence. What do we got? We got an essence stone anywhere?
Tell me more about this essence.
Well, I know very little, but the basics are simple. There are 4 essences. Ka, Fe, Eloi, Kanda. Each is linked with other aspects of life. You should ask Shemaz Mezum at the Temple Eloi for more details about these. I am only beginning my studies, and I fear I have a lot to learn.
How do all Talon feel about me?
There is no real way of saying if they think you are doing well or not.
So you don't know where Narn is?
Have you spoke with Ilot yet? He could be the best talent to ask. I wish I knew, but I have not seen Narn since his last visit. His brother Ilot is in the rice fields to the far north of the village.
Well, of course I haven't spoken to him. You didn't mention him before. So, find the Essence Stone. Speak to Theo about the Essence Stone. Find and stop Narn. Speak with what's his name's brother. How do I scroll this across to here? It's not the arrow keys. D in it? No. Okay. So I need to find Theo, who is different to Zeb, which is a bit confusing, but there you go. These things sometimes happen. Zalanas is not who I need.
Do you know about the Essence Stone?
Yes, Ulukai. The first Talon's standing place. I wish it was back, so I could have used it when I was converted.
So I need to know about Theo.
We're trying to find Theo.
He is at the Well of Essence. Look to the far northeast of the Temple Fae.
Okay.
Have you seen Narn?
No, not this moon, Ulukai. I hear he is very upset. I only hope the soldiers have not reverted him.
What do you know about the Temple Fae?
It is a very large temple that is completely surrounded by water. Feyran had it built so it was the center of Shamazar. Many soldiers are inside.
So if we go north from here, I guess, and then find Elos.
Warning. Mid-level energy source detected.
Okay, he's moving away from me. So far there's lots of talking to people.
Ulukai, I had heard you were in Shamazar. I am a Dolotai guardian myself, but please do not tell any Talon. I am only counting risks for Croax, so we can learn of how much resources he has.
Tell me a bit more about the Riss.
This Riss is going to feed the soldiers of Croax. Feyran has made it law that all of the soldiers will be given all food before others are on.
Doesn't sound very fair.
Of course it is not. The soldiers eat all the rice we make for them. If they do not get it regularly, they become weak and vulnerable.
So why not stop making it?
It is hard to get all to agree to this. Mar, the leader given to us by Croax, is a very stupid but very loyal leader. All are afraid of him.
Okay. So I guess we carry on north. We try to find what's his name. There's something over there.
Foreign warning. Mid-level energy source detected.
And I'm dead already. Oh well, that is not a place to visit. Where's it going to throw me back to? Okay, just there. That's fine. That is not a place to visit because it is full of soldiers.
Warning. High-level energy source detected. UZASH-1 ammo located.
So lots more bad guys here too. Okay, so it takes a lot of shots to kill one of those guys.
Stable organic energy detected.
This will be the temple then.
Foreign material detected.
Find Ilos. Ilot.
Ulukai,
Have you
speak with
seen
me,
Ilot?
please. He was southwest of here a short time ago. If you go that direction for a time, you may find him.
Okay, so southwest of here. What do you
What
want?
did you wave to me for?
Zarinas wants to speak with you. He seems very upset about something.
Okay, we can go back there and do that. And it's southwest of here to get to... What's his name? Can I get up here? Yes. Very good jumper, apparently.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Basically, this gun's a bit rubbish. It's one thing we've discovered.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Pardon me, buddy.
Hello there.
Hello, Ulukai. Are you ready to rough up some soldiers? I want to fight soon!
Aren't you supposed to believe in peace?
Yes, I do. I want a piece of the soldiers. I am a guardian, but I am working as a wreath counter to get closer to Croax and Ferran.
Ah, very clever.
Yes, it was mostly my idea. So Cream helped a little.
I don't need to know about Reese. I do want to know where to find what's his name, so I might go ask this guy.
Have you seen Ilot?
Him right over there, Ulukai.
Him right over there is not very helpful as an instruction.
Have you seen Ilot?
You want that Talan there.
Okay, so he's actually pointing. Right.
Warning. Mid-level energy source detected.
Okay, but not him.
Can I see you for a second?
Have you seen Ilot?
You want that Talan there.
Not him. There he is.
Come here a second, would you?
Are you Ilot?
Yes, that is I. Are you looking for Narn as well?
Yeah, do you know where he is?
Like I tell soldiers, I have not seen him in many moons. Now I must work.
I really need to find your brother.
I know you want to help, Ulukai, but I am behind in my work. If only a Shamaz could come soon and heal me, then I could have time to speak with you. I must work or I face more punishment.
Okay, so I need to get to that guy in the northeast is basically the outcome of all that. And I'm aware that at the moment I'm running west, but I want to go around. So I thought having 300 rounds of ammo would mean that I had heaps, but it takes a lot of shots to hurt these guys, it would seem. At the moment, anyway. If I can deprive them of Reese, it'll probably get better, I'm thinking.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
So the absence of sort of clear map markers for missions is a very 90s thing about the game. I'm going to ignore those things. Which is a bit frustrating, but some people will like that you actually do have to kind of find stuff. By repeatedly asking people, where do I need to go, where do I need to go, where do I need to go? There's some fellas down here I can ask about Theo. He's a smuggler.
We're trying to find Theo.
He is at the Well of Essence. Look to the far northeast of the Temple Fae.
Okay, so, yeah, going northeast. Oh, there he is. Gonna go and call this stuff and then talk to Theo.
Come here a second, would you? Greetings.
Hello, Ulukai. I am Theo, caretaker of the Well of Essence.
What is the Well of Essence?
The well? It is where all Talan come to be converted into a full Talan.
Converted?
Like a puberty ritual?
From the well comes a vast amount of raw essence energy. When a Talan who has not yet been converted stands near the Well of Essence, this energy flows through them and activates their true Talan essence inside.
It's not dangerous, is it?
No, Ulukai. All Talan do this when they reach the proper age. It is only then that a child becomes an adult and can join the rest of us to work for the Yods. No one knows which essence a Talan will become until after the conversion ceremony is complete.
Say, Theo, I've been meaning to ask this. How come I've not seen any children around?
They are all with the females in Khazar. This is where they are raised until it is time for their conversion into adulthood at the Well of Essence.
Lexicon accessed.
Why are there no females around?
They do not like to be around us males unless it is the time of mating. Then, for only 5 moons, we males are allowed to travel to Khazar. We are then chosen by the females for mating if we are lucky.
And the unlucky ones?
They get to care for the children for the 5 moons. After that time, we males must leave, taking with us any of the males who have come of age. We then bring them here for a large conversion ceremony.
And Feyran lets this happen?
He has no choice. If the time of mating is missed, no new soldiers will be created for his forces.
How many times you been picked?
Ulukai, that is a very personal question.
What is the history of this well of essence?
Countless thousands of moons ago, there was a Talan who came near the well of the first time. We call him the first Talan, since he was the first among us to receive his essence. He stood near the well, trying to look down into it, when he felt the essence energy surge through him. After this, he discovered that he could heal another Talan.
That is interesting.
Yes, he thought so as well. After that, Talan after Talan have come to the well at a certain age to be converted from child to adult. All used to look forward to standing on the very stone the first Talan stood. But that stone, the Essence Stone, has been removed by Croax.
Okay, so now we can actually advance the plot.
Why did Croax take the Essence Stone?
He wants always that more Talan are converted into Fey Talan to increase the fighting force of Feyran. He keeps the Essence Stone somewhere outside the Temple Fey, preying on it himself, only to ask the Yod Fey for more soldiers.
Has it worked?
I do not know. All I know is if someone were to get it away from him, that his soldiers would be very upset by this. They all consider it to be theirs now. The other Talan of Shamazar would be extremely happy though.
So we need to get it. So we need to get it and bring it back, basically. So what do we got for missions? Find out about stop Narn. Zalanus has a problem. Find a Shamaz. Essence Stone is inside the Temple Fey, and Zio wants it. I can't talk to them about anything else just now. I still need to find a Shamaz to heal what's his name. And Zalanus has an issue. So right now, I'm going to call it here. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. So right now I feel like I guess it's F1 then. Save the game. Right. So I would say right now there's a lot of exposition in the game. So there's been a lot of sitting here listening to people talk at you to give you the information you need to move on. So it makes it sort of reasonably slow paced. It does seem like it's not an action oriented game so far. Getting into a fight with more than a couple of bad guys is probably going to get you dead. And there's going to be a lot of running around. So I'm not wild about the game, but some people will be. That's something some people like. They like that kind of, you've really got to work. They like stealth much more than I do. They like that you can't just leap to the content. You actually have to travel the world and engage with the incidentals. And that'll appeal to some people. I'll continue playing offline, at least a little bit, to see what else I find in the game and whether I enjoy it. But this will do as a sort of first introduction to it. If it seems like your thing, then I guess hunt it down and give it a try. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.